Hello children, this is teacher Mitali here. I hope you all are doing well. Children, please stay safe, stay happy and do take good care of yourself. So to begin with, today we will complete the last part of our first chapter in maths for class 4, that is Roman numerals. Now children, the number system that we use to write numbers, we use the symbols like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So these symbols are also called numerals, and this system, children, was invented in India and it was sent to some other countries by some Arabs. So this system is called the Hindu-Arabic system. Now, in the ancient times, the Romans used some other system. They used 7 symbols to represent the above numbers. I for 1, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500 and M for 1000. So, I, V, X, L, C, D, M are the 7 symbols which are used in the Roman system. Now in the Roman system, we have to remember a few points. Point number 1, in the Roman system there is no symbol for 0. There is no symbol for 0. Next, this system does not use place values to write the numbers. And in this Roman system, there are separate rules of addition and subtraction of these numbers which we use to write the other numbers. Now, we will see how to write Roman numerals from 1 to 39. Writing Roman numerals 1 to 39. Right? Now, to write the Roman numerals from 1 to 39, we need only 3 symbols, I, V and X. So, from these we will need only I, V and X to write the numerals from 1 to 39. And also we need to follow a set of rules to write the numbers. Now we will see what they are one by one. Rule number 1. The numerals I and X can be repeated. Now, repetition means addition. And I and X can be repeated maximum only for 3 times. I will explain to you what this means. Now, let's see an example for the first rule. Suppose I have this example. Now, I stands for 1. This I again stands for 1. And this I again stands for 1. So now, since addition means repetition, we will write this number as 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. Understood? Now, look at the other example. Suppose you have a number. Here again, X stands for 10. X stands for 10 and X stands for 10. So, since addition means repetition means addition, what you will do? This number will be 10 plus 10 plus 10, that equals to 30. Right? Have you understood? Now, going to the next rule. A numeral written after a numeral of bigger value means addition. Okay, now let us see this with the help of example. I have a numeral here. Here, V stands for 5. I stands for 1. So, according to the rule, since I is written after V and I is a smaller number, then we write this as 5 plus 1 equals 6. So since I is written after V, which is a bigger value, we get the number as 5 plus 1, that is 6. Now look at the next example. Here again, X stands for what, children? 10, correct? And V stands for 5. So now again, if you see, this V is written after X, which has a bigger value. So what will be this number? This number will be 10 plus 5 equals to 15. Is it clear? So this is the second rule. Now look at the next rule, rule number 3. If a numeral is written before the numeral of bigger value, it means subtraction. So if I write a numeral before a numeral of bigger value, what does it mean, children? It means subtraction. Now we will see this with the help of some examples. Now again I am given this numeral here. Now I stands for what? Yes, correct, 1. And V stands for 5. So according to the rule number 3, since I is written before V, which is a bigger number, we will write this number how? 5 minus 1 equals to 4. So this number will be read as 5 minus 1, that is 4. We'll see one more example again. Now here again, this I represents what? 1, right? And X represents 10, correct? Now since I is written before X, which is of greater value, this number again will be read as 10 minus 1, that is 9. Got it? Now we'll see the fourth rule. The fourth rule says if a number is placed in between two bigger numbers, then it is subtracted from the number on the right. From the number on the right. Now again, let us see this with the help of some examples. Now in this Roman numeral, X again stands for what? We all know 10, right? I stands for 1, right? And X again stands for 10. Now look at these two numbers here. X and X are of bigger value than I. So how will I read this number? This number will be read as 10 plus 10 minus 1, that is 9. So 10 plus 9 is how much? 19. How did I read this number, children? I have taken 10 plus 10 minus 1. So that is 19. Now look at the next example. Suppose you are given. Now here also X stands for 10, right? I stands for 1 and V stands for 5. Now look here, X and V are both big numbers, right? And I is placed in between the big numbers. So according to this rule, how will I read this number now? 10 plus 5 minus 1 plus 5 minus 1, that is 10 plus 4, 14, right? See, 10 plus 5 minus 1. So that is 14. Now that all the four rules are clear, you will definitely know how to write the Roman numbers now. So we will see some examples how to write the Roman numbers. Write in Roman numerals. Write in Roman numerals. The first number is given as 21. Now first of all, children, split the number according to the rules we have seen now. Okay. Now 21 will be split how? 10 plus 10 plus 1. So 10 means what? X. Since I have repeated, that is addition, one more x and 1. So this will become 21. So how is it written in numerals, Roman numerals? X, X and I. Okay. Now see the second example. 39. Now again split this number according to the rules. Now this number will be split as 10 plus 10 plus 10, that is 30, plus, how do we write 9, children? How do we write 9? 10 minus 1. So x, 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 and 9, how do we write? 10 minus 1. So this is 39. So we write 39 in this form. Now the next case is just the opposite. Okay, just the reverse. Write in Hindu-Arabic system. Write in Hindu-Arabic system. That means you are given in Roman numerals and you have to write in Hindu-Arabic system. Look at the first example. Okay. Now again split this number according to the rules that you have learnt. Now this number means what? 10. I have one more 10. I have one 5. I have one 1. And I have one more 1 here. So this number will be read as how? 10, 20, 25, 26, 27. So what is the number here in the Hindu-Arabic system? It is 27. Now look at the next number. Again split this number according to the rules. I will get 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus V is for 5, right? Now how do I add this? 10, 20, 30 plus 5, 35. Now applying the rules that we have learned, you will surely be able to identify valid Roman numerals. So my next question is, find the only valid Roman numerals. Now I am giving you some examples here. Now look at the first example. In the first example, children, I is repeated how many times? 4 times, right? Are we allowed to repeat I 4 times? No. How many times can we repeat maximum? Up to 3 times. So is this a valid Roman number? No. Okay. Now go to the next example. In the next example, the symbol V is repeated how many times? 2 times. But are we allowed to repeat the symbol V? No, we can repeat only I and X according to the rules. So is this a Roman number? No, this also is not a valid Roman number. Now go to the third example. In this numeral we have X and 2 V's again. So are we allowed to repeat the V? 5? No. So again this Roman numeral is not a valid Roman numeral because we cannot repeat the symbol V. Now look at the last example. In this example, children, we have 10 plus 10 plus 10. That makes it how much? 30. So here according to the rule we have repeated which symbol? X, and that is allowed. And how many times have we repeated it, children? We have repeated it 3 times, and that is also allowed. So amongst this, the last one is a valid Roman numeral. Have you understood? Thank you.